Hello Libra and welcome to my channel Attila Tarot. In this video we're going to take a look at what kind of energies you can expect in the month of July in the areas of love and relationship. As usual, this is a general reading, so please take whatever resonates and leave the rest behind. We're going to start with your Rose Oracle card. The card that has a message for you today is the card called Rapture. Sensuality, love, devotion, romance, ecstasy and pleasure. So this card is all about pleasure. It's all about enjoyment of life and sexuality, and you know, some cultures there's some kind of a shame attached to it. So this card is pretty much telling you that it's very important that you embrace your sexuality, your sensuality, pleasure, whatever you want to call it. This is the message about, you know, receiving and giving love and pleasure, and yeah, it's very important for some of you to connect with it and celebrate it, celebrate it in yourself and celebrate it in other people as well. But let's see what the tarot card is telling us. In the center of your reading you do have the sun. The sun, which can be recognizing something, realizing something. Like it can be that moment when the sun is shining light on something that you need to kind of realize or recognize. Maybe for some of you this is your sensuality or sexuality, but the sun is all about vitality, positivity, enjoyment of life, and enjoying whatever is happening to you and seeing things positively. So whenever this card comes up, this is the most positive card in the whole deck. It's an indication that you can expect something great happen. So you can expect positivity, vitality, love, enjoyment, and also pleasure, because you know this card normally has a child on it, which is kind of embracing your inner child, embracing all of that. But let's see what the card is. Your reading starts with the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is the card of confusion. Seven of Cups is the card of choices. When you have a lot of things to choose from and you don't know which one to pick because you just don't know where it's gonna lead. These are kind of indicating all of these things that it might lead to, whatever you choose. So what this really means that some of you have a lot of things to choose from. Maybe you have multiple people to choose from that want to date you. Some of you have multiple options in terms of relationship, whether you want to be single, whether you want to be with multiple people, whatever it is, you have multiple choices and you have hard time making this decision. For some of you, this card can indicate that you are kind of looking the world from a rose-tinted glass, and you need to come down a little bit and be more realistic. But this card can also connect it to manifestation. So some of you might be manifesting something, and whenever this card comes up, the universe's message is that I don't know what you want. And what I mean by that, one day you're like, I want to be in a relationship. The other day, oh no, I want to be single. So you're kind of going through back and forth between certain things, and you just have a hard time making up your mind. And the universe is kind of telling you, I just don't know what to deliver to you. But I think with the sun, you're going to recognize that pretty soon. But let's see what is the next card. The next card is the Queen of Cups. It's, as a court card, it can be a person, your energy, or just the energy of the card. She is somebody who cares about her feelings and other people's feelings, and she's also very intuitive, like she's leading from the heart, and she has a high emotional intelligence. So whenever this card comes up, she's somebody who's very loving, she is caring for others. So love is very important for some of you, or these abilities. The next card we have here is the King of Cups, who is very stable. He also leads from the heart. He is somebody who is very well-headed in a sense that although he leads from the heart, but he also uses his brain and thinks before he speaks, and because of that he's very stable. You can kind of see all those waves behind him. It doesn't matter how big those waves are, he just sits on his throne very in a stable way, so he has lots of stability. Some of you, it might be handling things very in a stable way, even though things are might be chaotic around you. But I want to kind of call your attention to something. You have here the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups. They are a perfect match, right? They are the perfect loving couple. And whenever this card comes up, the two of them, there's a great match for some of you. Some of you might be already knowing this person. Some of you might be meeting about this person, but there's some kind of a perfect match, and you have the sun in the middle, which is an indication of some great happiness. But I'm kind of going back to this rupture card that you have, which is all about sensuality, romance, sex, pleasure. So maybe some of you are kind of harder time to give that up for this perfect relationship. But let's see how your reading continues. The Eight of Wands can indicate when things are speeding up in your life. They kind of call this the arrows of Cupid. So whenever this card comes up, it might be that some of you are just taken off of your feet by somebody very fast, and you're just overwhelmed by all the feelings that are coming into your life, and you're just, oh my God, I don't know what to do with this. Is it real? Etc. etc. That's kind of the Eight of Wands when you're just swept off of your feet. Some of you might be getting a positive message, some great messages as well. It can be an indication that things are evolving positively, or just things are. Some of you might be going on a trip, maybe to a sunny destination, and that's where things are happening. But again, like, you know, there's some positive news, like something great is about to happen. And you also have the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands, which is the card of conflict and competition. Whenever this card comes up, if you're kind of surrounded, if there's some kind of a conflict in your life, it's not a serious conflict. It is something where, you know, people are just testing how far they can go with each other. Maybe you are in a new relationship and you're just kind of trying to see, okay, can I go that far, or what's gonna be the one that's gonna flip the switch kind of energy. Some of you are kind of maybe you are coming from diverse backgrounds, different backgrounds, and that's causing the conflict. But it can be also a card of competition, in a sense that maybe you are interested in somebody where multiple people are interested in person, or maybe you are this person that is very popular and people are fighting for you. Especially that you do have that Seven of Cups, which kind of makes it very confusing for you to choose, and can be an indication of multiple choices. But let's see what's going to be the final outcome of this reading. But before that, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. That's an indication that the reading helped you, and you can also help me to grow the channel to make sure that the message gets out to those who need it the most. For you, it is only costing a push of a button, so I hope that you will push those like and subscribe buttons. I'm always very excited to read in the comment how this reading is resonating with you. And I hope that you're gonna sign up. For whatever reason, only a very small percentage of people subscribe, so I hope you're gonna be one of those. So your reading continues with the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is the card of independence. If you are single, you definitely enjoy your freedom, and you're not necessarily looking to settle down, or you are just very picky, right? No wonder if you kind of have so many people fighting for you. So that's kind of the energy of the Nine of Pentacles, this very independent and picky person. But If you are in an existing relationship, this card can indicate that this is a mature relationship. This is a relationship that went through the initial hoops and hurdles, and now you're actually enjoying the benefits of the relationship. And it might be that your partner is giving you all the freedom you need in order to fulfill your dreams. Now the next card we have here for you is the Three of Wands. So Three of Wands is the card of adventures and early successes as well, and new horizons. So whenever this card comes up, you need to kind of imagine those early adventures that kind of went on the sea to discover something. Like it has a lot of adventurous energy to it. Again, if you are single, you're enjoying your freedom, you're enjoying the adventures you have, and you are just loving it. If you are in an existing relationship, it might be that you are thinking about putting the relationship into a new horizon, meaning that maybe you are thinking about engagement or marriage or moving together, whatever the next level, the next horizon is for the relationship. Some of you might be in a relationship that's a long distance one with this card, especially with the Eight of Wands, which might be an indication of travel as well. And again, like the early successes. So for some of you as well, it might be that you are kind of met somebody and you can actually say, oh my God, this can actually work. But I kind of sense some fear in it for some of you that, oh my God, is this really happening? And guess what? You have the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands, which is the card of family, the card of home, the card of new beginnings. So this is the card of 1111, when the doors are opening for you. This can be a new relationship, a new chapter in a relationship. For some of you, it might be getting engaged, getting married, having children, starting your own family. Like this is a very celebratory card as well, and it's a typical marriage card for. Yeah, it's not for some of you. This is a typical marriage card. So I think for some of you, it's trying to find a balance between enjoying life, enjoying your freedom, and having this perfect match with somebody that can actually turn into a very good relationship. But again, you have the Sun in the center of your card, which is an indication that it has this positive energy for all of the other cards as well. But let's see what is at the bottom of the deck. The bottom of the deck is the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is this card of evaluation, when you are wondering, okay, is this gonna work or not? It might be that you are evaluating an existing relationship. It might be that you are evaluating whether the efforts you're putting in finding a relationship's gonna happen or not. It can be also a card of pregnancy, so especially with the Four of Wands, for some of you might be expecting. But what I want to call your attention to, the two sevens, the Seven of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles, both can be connected to manifestation. One of them is a confusion about manifestation, and the other one is actually realizing your manifestation. So I think you're going to be able to recognize with this Sun energy in the center of your reading what is that you want, what you really want, and I think you're going to be able to manifest that, bring that perfect union into your life. So that's all I have for you. I hope that this reading helped you, and I'll be able to welcome you again.